Peace and blessings and a whole lot of love. Goddess Hadia, Bedtime Chronicles, as I'm on my way to bed. But I was just having a conversation with my younger daughter, and we was talking about liars. You know, there are people out there that lies, and they lie so damn much. I think they actually believe their lies. It just lie. It just be lying for no reason. It's kind of sad. So you know that I am a researcher, and you know, I get on a topic, I'm going to go research it. So I found the article entitled, "Did you know that there are different types of liars? In order to confront each of them effectively, it's important to recognize what type of liar you are dealing with." Oh, first of all, do y'all see my roses? Oh my God. Look at this. Yellow, red, and white. So beautiful. My boyfriend bought them for me. Toot toot. Toot toot. Beautiful. Yes, my roses. Ah, love it. But anyway, let's get back to the video. Now I'm going to try to be nice and keep my personal comments to myself, because every time I think about the topic of title of liars, I start laughing. I just think about my experiences with a habitual liar. And I'm trying to find out what category of liar does this person fit under. I'm drinking mint tea. Y'all know I love herbal tea. Mint. Says 50, but I'm actually 51. So anyway, lying is a terrible, destructive thing. Not only does it cause pain and hurt for the one being lied to, but the one doing the lying to. We all know lying exists, and it's something that most people try to fight against doing. However, you may not have realized that there are actually various different types of liars. In this article, we will highlight the 7 main types of liars and how you can deal with them unless you're the one that's the liar. White liars. We often tend to see white lies as not being real lies. People who tell white lies often feel as if these kinds of lies are beneficial or at least harmless. White lies often tell only some of the truth. So it could be that people mistakenly believe that they aren't lying at all. Sometimes a person may use white lies when trying to shield someone from the truth if they feel that it may be damaging or hurtful. So, if you believe that someone is telling you white lies and consider approaching them and calling them out on it, you need to think through what to do next. If it is just a white lie about something fairly insignificant, it may be worth letting it pass. However, it can cause problems with intimacy and trust if you don't deal with it. Moving on to the next slide. So, do you know of white liars, or are you the white liar? I asked that question. Careless liars. Careless liars are very different to white liars, as they lie all the time and don't particularly care about the ethics or sense of their lives. Most people are aware that they are being dishonest, as they are usually very sloppy. If someone you care about is something of a careless liar, it might be a good idea for your own benefit and theirs to confront them about it. It is likely they know exactly what they are doing. At the same time, it doesn't necessarily mean they will admit it or change it. You may have to be prepared to walk away from a person like this, unless they are willing to work on the who, what, where, and why they are lying in the first place. So, the question is, do you know a careless liar, or are you the careless liar? Moving right along. Occasional liars. There are some people who only tell a lie occasionally, and there are a lot of them out there. One of the positives about occasional liars is that because they are not in the habit of lying, they are usually so overcome with guilt that they admit to their lies and look for forgiveness. If this is the case, if you call an occasional liar on their fifth, they will be more than likely want to work on it and change. Sip, sip. Now, moving right along, we got compulsive liars that's often referred to as both habitual and pathological liars. Compulsive liars, as you may guess, are people who has a strongly entrenched habit of lying. Lying is their default way to respond to questions, no matter how small or big the question or problem is, no matter how serious or significant. Compulsive liars will always been the truth. They generally feel very uncomfortable telling the truth. Now, this type of person lies all the time. But how about the person lies even if you're not asking them a question? They just saying things to you, but they're lying about what they're saying to you. They probably will fall under compulsive lying as well. According to psychology, this habit formed in childhood. The individual may have been in environments and situations where lying was the only option. At the same time, compulsive liars are not particularly manipulative or cunning. They only lie because of habit, not because of out and out of sheer maliciousness. However, the problem with a compulsive or pathological liar is that it can be especially hard for them to break out the habit because they have done so in so long. When confronting this type of liar, you need to tread carefully and tactfully. Then you have sociopathic liars. Sociopathic liars are without a doubt the worst of the types of liars. They lie as often as is necessary to get their own way and do not care about people's feelings or lies. For them, lying is part of their strategy in life. Shame and guilt are alien feelings to them. When approaching this type of liar, depending on the situation, you should always tread carefully. It's not only because of the situation is playing out, but because they can be so manipulative and cunning. Make sure you have evidence to support your belief that an individual is lying. If you are involved in a relationship with a compulsive liar, well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you need to be open to the idea of ending that friendship or relationship, particularly if the individual is not willing to change. Liars are not inhuman monsters, and if you are just approaching someone about their lies for the very first time, show them love and tact. Obviously, depending on what the lie was, present your evidence and stick to your guns. And this article here was written by David Fast, PhD. Now, let me tell you a little story. Oh, hold on. Keep in mind that some types of liars may just continue lying even when you confront them about it. This is because they are masters of manipulation. You need to keep your wits about you to avoid falling for their falsehood. And one of the foundations along with good communication of any relationship, be it a romantic, work, or long-term friendship, is honesty. If someone isn't being honest with you, then you should ask yourself why and whether you want them in your life or not. And if you're dealing with a person that's constantly lying to you and hurting you with their lies, why would you want to be with that person or stay with that person anyway? And it all boils down to how you feel about your own self. Because why would you want to be with anyone, any type of relationship, with a person who is constantly lying to you? Not only they constantly lying to you, but their lies is detrimental to your emotional well-being. So it all boils down to loving yourself too, to be strong enough to say, okay, this person got to go because this person is not benefiting me. Now I'm gonna share a story. I know of a liar. I was actually, am still married to a liar. Separated from him. The worst decision I ever made. And I hate to say that. You know, you live and you learn. He was someone I should not have married. And I'm not afraid to say that. You know, when you don't love yourself, you get involved with the wrong people. Or the wrong person. But he lies like everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie. And the thing about when I call him on his lies, you know what he will say to me? I'm not going to respond to your bullshit. It's not bullshit. These are facts. I called him out on specific things that he have done and said. And his response was, I'm not going to respond to your bullshit. Why is it bullshit? Or he may turn around and say, I'm crazy. No, you won't be gaslighting me. I'm not afraid to call someone out on their bullshit. Just like I would want someone to call me out on my bullshit. But when I say everything that comes out this man's mouth is absolutely a lie. And it took me many, many years to pick up on it. I mean, everything. Just about 99.5% of the conversation is based on some form of lying. So the reason why I did this, was looking up this article because me and my daughter was sharing a conversation, and I was like, I wanted to find out what category of lying does he fit under. Like everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie. And like I said, when I call him on it, he even call me crazy or be like, I'm not going to respond to your bullshit. And I had to realize I love myself too damn much to want to be with a man who can't tell us truth about simple things. Even it could be just a simple conversation. It's gonna be some lying in there. And I consider him a habitual liar, a pathological liar. Like, he doesn't even care if the lying is going to hurt anyone else. He doesn't care if the lying is gonna make him look bad. But when you get ready to call him out, he's gonna run, duck, and hide, or he's gonna say something like you crazy, or you he's not gonna respond to the bullshit because now he can't face you because you don't call. If you call a habitual liar out on a bullshit, watch the response you get. Peace, blessings, a whole lot of love. Which liar are you, or do you know someone who fit the category of one of those liars? And if you do, take the necessary steps to remove yourself or that person out of your life, because in the end, especially if they're compulsive liar, sociopathic liar, or habitual liar, like somebody who may be occasional lying, that you might can deal with that. But those lying just to be lying, that's when that person got to go. Peace, blessings, and a whole lot of love. Goddess idea.